Next on Virginia Outdoor Life, gobbler season is here, and that's got these women talking turkey. Plus, experience some wild nightlife, coon hunting. Those stories and more coming up on Virginia Outdoor Life.
Hello and welcome to Virginia Outdoor Life here on WTKR News Channel 3 on this 13th day of April, the first day of the gobbler season. I am Jim Hale, and along with me, as usual, is Eric Birdling. Captain, you've been on a nice little vacation,
Nice little
you?
vacation. We're down at the Keys, caught a nice bonefish, about 10 pounds, had a sailfish, had several blackfin tuna, had a gorgeous time. Rained a little bit, you know, a little Florida sunshine there, come down in the liquid
Been
form.
soaking up the sun, come back here, and showing off your legs. Look at that.
This is it. No more long pants till November.
You got some
Summer
pretty
is here.
legs
Aren't
too,
they beautiful?
Captain. Yes,
I'm
indeed.
telling you.
Man.
I'm going to have them insured. What do you think?
Hey, it's a big day today. You know what I mean?
Yep, big day.
Yes, indeed. We're talking about turkey hunting, folks, and this isn't just for the guys, as all kinds of hunting, anybody can get involved in this. Women are really getting involved in turkey hunting these days, and the Virginia Department of Game and Inland Fisheries recently put on a program to help encourage women to get involved. It's called Women in the Outdoors. They held the program in Wakefield at the Airfield Conference Center, and that's where we caught up with lots of ladies eager to talk turkey.
31 women showed up for the inaugural Women in the Outdoors weekend, as eager a group of hunters as you'll ever find.
There are a lot more women getting interested in outdoor sports and being outdoors, and it's maybe it's a 90s thing, I don't know, but it's not. Women aren't wanting to stay at home anymore. The men are going out there having all the fun, and now the women get a chance to. So they're starting to find out that, you know, they can do it too. And there isn't anything we can't do. So we're just going to go out there and do it.
I think it's sort of a cultural thing as women move more into the workforce and are equals with men. This is just another area that women are getting involved in and finding that they enjoy the outdoors. And
the three-day seminar at the beautiful Airfield Conference Center in Wakefield included the comprehensive hunter education course, stressing everything from safety to ethical hunting practices.
The way that man treated that farmer, I wouldn't have let him on. We've had a few last year show up like that for dove hunting and insisted on, man, we got to get these done. They're eating your crops up and stuff like that. We had this happen, and we didn't open it up the second day.
This is kind of a specialized weekend, of course. It's specifically geared to teaching women how to hunt turkeys. Right. So we've got concurrent sessions going on all Saturday. Everything from how to call to techniques and strategies of working birds, hunter safety trails, shotgunning ranges, and a lot more. Jeff is going to take these women, and he's going to actually be doing the calling and teach them how to actually work a bird in. So
that's what this is all about.
Yeah, it's the crux of it all.
Okay,
you know, how to work a bird.
Well, let's go give it a shot here.
All right.
Okay.
We'll do a real quick simulation for you.
Anne's going to go ahead and act like a turkey on the roost, and we'll start working her from there.
Okay. Ann. All right.
For some strange reasons, turkeys, gobblers will respond to an owl hooting in the spring with a gobble. It helps you to locate them. You hold that.
Okay.
Now, in real life, that would have been a turkey gobbling. With the ladies here tomorrow, we've located the gobbler on the roost. He's going to fly down shortly, hit the ground, and then I'd start calling him in just like I was a hen. And actually what you're doing is against nature. You're actually trying to get the gobbler to go against his natural instinct and have him come to a hen. Normally the hens would go to him. And this is what the box call would sound like. And this is actually what a hen would sound like calling to him. You hear him gobbling in the distance. Now the disadvantage to using a box call is once that turkey gets in close, you've got to use both hands. Normally you'd be seated at a tree with your gun up and ready. That's when the diaphragm comes in handy so nicely. You can put your box call aside or in your pack and put away. You've got the diaphragm in your mouth. It leaves your hands free with no movement. At this point, pretty much let him come in the rest of the way on his own. He knows where you are. they've pretty much identified the tree where you are the first time he's heard you in the morning. He knows exactly where he's going.
Now, how often do you call? When he gets to be, 30 or 40 yards away from you, is it necessary to continue calling?
It depends on the bird. And here again, calling is part of it. Camouflage is another big part of it. Knowing what the birds are going to do, knowing your turkeys. And that just comes from being in the woods. You have to read every gobbler. They've all got a personality. He may be a little shy for some reason. He may be to the point where he's been lonely and wanting to run right in with the birds. You just have to sort of figure out what he's going to do. Again, it goes back to thinking like a turkey.
I got that one, Jeff.
Got this one.
That's a nice one, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right.
We did it. You did it.
Wow.
Man, I tell you what, I can't wait. You got to really be careful when you're out there in the woods,
Absolutely.
Captain, hunting turkey. And as you can see, don't ever shoot turkey hunting or any other kind of hunting unless you are totally sure that that is a turkey you're about to shoot. Wear blaze orange in and out of the woods. Most turkey hunters don't wear it when they are at their tree, but make sure you wear it in and out of the woods. Never wave, move, or call when you see another person in the woods. Go ahead and use your own voice to call out to them. Again, that's just the same thing. You don't want to be mistaken for a bird, and never stalk a turkey for the exact same reasons.
Right.
You really need to familiarize yourself. We stressed it over and over on this show. If you haven't taken the hunter education course, do so. You'll be safer, and so will we, and we'll all be happy.
Everybody will be a lot happier. You got that right.
And you're going out on out west.
Monday and Tuesday, going out in the western part of the state, Hungry Mother Park.
Oh, good luck. All
Yeah,
right. Well, I'm
appreciate
going to
it.
be hooking up with my buddy Tommy Barham out in Capron real soon, so hopefully we can cash in.
I hope so. I hope so.
A little better luck than we had deer hunting. Up next, we'll take you along on a wild adventure, coon hunting in the woods of Capron. The dogs are running right after this. And welcome back to the show. You know, we have done all sorts of hunting here on Virginia Outdoor Life, but one of the wildest experiences has to be coon hunting. Man, I'm telling you, this was some crazy stuff. You know, coons are nocturnal. That means you've got to hunt them at night. So, videographer Mike Bibbo and producer Mike Diller headed out on this assignment. They experienced some of the most wild nightlife Capron has to offer.
I'm hunting third generation tonight of dogs that I've had for 15 years now. The walkers are probably overall the fastest of the Coonhound breed. They're very popular in this area. There's a lot of old dogs with the old blood still running around out here, but there's a lot of offspring of them. It's a real popular breed.
I hadn't been coon hunting until about 2 years ago, and I was on Mike's case right hard to take me coon hunting one night, and we finally went, and it wasn't 10 minutes on an old dog they used to have, and I had it treed, and that just impressed me, and that's something I like to do. And so it's real good now that I got this puppy from him, and I get to see it progress through its stages, and right now she's starting to really make me proud of her. Go, dude.
There's a ditch right up here in front of us, about another 50 yards. There's a pond up here about 150 yards. The water drains this way, so we're trying to, hopefully they'll hit one that's been working that water, looking for something to eat. They don't like dead stuff. They're not like a scavenger. Mouse, birds, frogs, tadpoles. Then you can catch them out there digging in the fields looking for peanuts or corn. They'll eat acorns, the wild grapes.
Came back out to the truck to see where the dogs are working at right now, and we'll see if we can hear them.
What's that used for, Mike?
This is used for tracking the dogs. The dog's got a collar on them. This is a receiver for that collar that sends out a signal. All right, digits right straight down there, Mike, and Lucy's with him. So both of the dogs are still hunting together and not very far down in there. I got a strong collar on digit, Mike. Gotta get the log out of the way, Mike. Let's see if we can pull it with the truck. Go.
The Virginia Game Commission back several years ago decided that the coon population that Virginia had at the time,
All right, watch out the way.
that we could pretty much run the coon dogs year-round. And then they thought about it and they said, well, let's not go in June and July. The main reason is the little ones are on the ground then. Right now, probably the end of February to just about the end of March is the breeding season for coons. So come June and July, the mama's going to be bringing them out of the tree, teaching them to move around. So you don't really want to be out there hunting because you'll catch a lot on the ground then.
Look at that owl right down the end of that pipe. Digit's close. I mean, it's picking him up 360 degrees.
Southwest.
It's tough walking in there.
You done changed your mind?
Daggone.
Speak to him, girl.
Good boy, Digit.
There he goes. Going up.
Well, fellas, this is a little bit unusual for coon hunting. Most of the time you don't go through a cutover. Most of the time you're in hardwoods, and I'd like to congratulate both of y'all on making it to a right tough tree tonight. But this is what it's all about, and like I said, this is what you should go with somebody a couple times before you see if you like it or not, because this was real rough walking, real rough.
A right tough tree?
Right tough tree, I imagine.
I would say so. You know, they said obviously they had to go through some of the thickest brush in Sussex County to get there, but you know, the hunting is not that difficult. It can happen occasionally to be that tough, so if you want to give coon hunting a try, go out a couple of times with some experienced hunters before you invest your hard-earned dollars, because you can really drop a lot in the sport. A dog started at $100, but for a dog with a really good bloodline, you can drop a few thousand. Those lighting kits they used on their heads there, anywhere from $100 to $360. And if you'd like more info on the sport, a couple of good publications you can check out. American Cooner at 618-625-2711. Bloodlines, 616-343-9020. And Full Cry, 217-865-2333. I do want to tell you that the raccoon hunting season goes from mid-October to mid-March, through mid-March of 1997. And as they said in the story, you can run your dogs most of the rest of the year. You just can't harvest the coons at that time. In other words, you can't shoot them out of the tree at that time. That is Southampton County, by the way. We want to get that straight.
Okay.
I don't want to confuse anybody.
No.
We know where capering is. Yes, we do. It is time now to show off a home video sent in from one of you viewers. This week's selection comes to us from Ross Hickman of Virginia Beach. And looks like we got some bluefin, Captain.
Yeah. Ross has got a nice video here. Some bluefin they caught this year right off of Hatteras.
How big's that one right there, you reckon?
300 maybe, 300,
Wow.
something like that. It's hard to tell at that. There's Ross. Okay, and he's having a fun time. See, turning the handle of the reel, having a good time. And there's another one. It looks like a slightly smaller fish. And once again, cut him loose. Cut him loose. There he goes. Back into the deep.
Wow.
And there's the one they brought in.
And welcome back to the show. We have in our hands right here your picture. So let's go ahead and get this thing going on the outdoor scrapbook as we take a look. First of all, coming up, Mike McKinney of Parksley with 7 and 8 point bucks taken on the same day, 15 minutes apart, Captain, on the eastern shore. Mike, get this, is a sniper for the Virginia State Police. I guess so.
Those fish didn't have a whole lot of chance, did they? All right, here we have Ricky Wood from Smithfield. He has a pair of big rockfish he took last fall. They are beautiful fish, Woo! I'm telling you.
And here's our buddy once again, Lou Austin. He makes it on the show darn near every week. This is an 18-pound turkey taken last November in Brunswick County with a 10.5-inch beard. Eric, he told me he shot this one with a rifle at 120 yards. Do you believe him?
Well, I have no reason to doubt him.
Well, I don't. So
okay. And you and he will have to settle that.
His nephew told me that story was a long, tall one from Lewis. So I guess we're going to find out.
That's fine.
Anyway.
All right, now we got Perry Clark and Doug Daisy at Chincoteague, 70-pound bluefin off Chincoteague, fishing on the Rolly Lee. Oldest wooden boat in operation on Chincoteague. Remember that name. I don't think I want to go out on that one.
Roy E. Lee or something.
Roy, R-O-I-E. Lee.
Yes.
Roy E. Lee, whatever.
Wow. And Corbin Robbins of Hampton with an 8-pointer right here taken in James City County, November 24th. He is a member of the Gordon Creek Rod and Gun Club. A nice looking buck right there.
All right, now here we have a somewhat interesting story. Rick Turner wrote us a letter. He's from Chesapeake. That's a 17-pound, 36-inch striper on the Boo Boo last December while trolling. But what he did was he had a sassy shad and then 2 bucktails for teasers ahead of it, and he wound up with 3 rockfish all at the same time. The other 2 weighed 11 and 12 pounds, plus this big 17-pounder. He thought he had Bubba for sure.
Woo. And look at this, would you? Aubrey Phillips and Steve Ware of Virginia Beach with some friends here, and boy, I tell you what, they got some stripers right there, all caught near the Chesapeake Bay Lighthouse. Way to go, gang. Nice haul right there.
All righty, and this is Bob Woodfin from Claremont, an 8-point buck taken in Surrey County. Hunts with the Woodfin Hunt Club. Watch this show every Saturday. Bless your heart. Bless your heart.
Man, take a look at the width on that one. We're talking 20-plus inches there.
Beautiful
Man,
racks.
I think I'm going to Surrey County. All right. Joshua Turner of Franklin with a big old largemouth bass. And look at that grin on him, would you?
Wouldn't you be?
Just 6 years old. He caught the fish at his great-grandpa's farm in Isle of Wight County. Says the fish nearly pulled him in. Boy, I can believe it.
Way to go, buddy. All right. And here we have Keith Ash from Lenexa, and Lenexa, an 18-pound, 7-ounce turkey. That was taken last spring in Surrey County. 11-inch beard. Keith's first gobbler, and it earned him a citation. Way to go, buddy. Fantastic.
Hey, I have got a great program to tell you about for the kids. It's called Hooked on Fishing, Not on Drugs. And each year, the folks who put this on take kids from several Virginia Beach elementary schools out for a day of fishing. The kids chosen for writing the best essays about why drugs aren't for them. This year's event is coming up May 11th, and they still need a little help getting it all together.
We need more money and we need more boats, and on the money side, anything anybody can do, and they can contact me at my office. And boats, we need boats too. I need at least 30 feet. I don't want anything smaller than 30 feet in a sport fishing type vessel.
I got a wahoo that was 47 pounds and 6 ounces, and I was the only one that caught a wahoo. Everybody else got dolphin. It was the first time I ever caught a fish that big, and I don't think I'll ever catch one that big again.
This is an absolutely great program, and there are the folks you call to help them get that moving. 486-6100, 721-5618. Well, the bass are starting to bite. We hear crappie too, and both Eric and I are going to be doing some fishing this week. We've got some great lures to show you. They'll definitely help you bring them in. Details on that coming up next, but first, and glad to have you back with us. It is hot product time, folks, and quite fittingly, we have got some lures back for you. And tell us what we got here, Captain.
Okay, we got a couple of lures here. One of them's a head and lure signed by Mr. Jimmy Houston, and the other one is a Bill Dance lure made by Bomber. And then over on the table, we got an Excalibur lure signed by Mark Sosin. So we've also got a bag here for your offshore lures if you're an offshore fisherman. So that's
or even if you're not an offshore fisherman.
Yeah, whatever. Put something in it. If you put your lunch in there.
All right, it is time once again to pick the winner, and that's where those things come from. If you want to, Virginia Beach Sports, by the way, is a great place to get all of your outdoor needs met.
Absolutely,
undoubtedly. Go ahead and reach down in there, Captain.
Go deep, get somebody. Maybe it's been in there for a year or two. A pair of Canada geese.
That is Lee Smith of Chesapeake, and how about that from Old Mill Road? And they say they enjoy the show, can't wait till it's warm enough to go fishing. Well, guess what?
It is.
It is warm enough to go fishing.
There, go fishing.
We are so glad that you joined us here this week, folks. I'm going crappie fishing out with Carl Herring.
Yes.
I'm going to go out with the world record holder, and who knows? Maybe another
it could
record.
Happen. If you catch a world record with Carl, he will drown you.
Yeah. All right, Eric. That's going to do it for us for this week, folks. We look forward to joining you again next week on Virginia Outdoor Life. So long.
Take 'em easy.